That's not even a good trade. Why? Wait,
Diego, he got Odom Beckham Jr. and Diego got Charles Sims.
That's a dumb trade.
I know.
But Charles Sims not even gonna play.
Exactly. He got a free player pretty much.
That's like something I did to you.
No, that's what they did to me.
True, but like, are you guys gonna trade back after the game?
Yeah, I might feel bad.
Don't feel bad. It's fantasy. It's fantasy player. You gotta keep it good.
Touchdown.
Use motivation.
I play fantasy football because I just love watching football on Sundays because I have nothing else to do. And by doing that, if I have a chance to win $100.
Honestly, this is my first year in fantasy football. This is my rookie year, but I didn't get redshirted, so I'm good. So.
I'm the commissioner of the Fantasy Football League this year, so I basically put it together. I got everyone together and I input all the players into the computer. I have the power to veto trades if they're not fair, and I just have a bunch of other powers that none of the other players have. Like, I can set other people's lineups, like if they can't set it for some reason, which I never do that, and that's why people suspect that I might be cheating.
When do your quarterback have a bye, Diego? What? When do your quarterback have a bye? Oh, dude, both of them suck. Yeah, they do. You can get 10 in here.
I've been playing fantasy football for around 30 years. I was playing fantasy football when I lived in Colorado before I moved out here. Me and about 8 guys, we had this score sheet on a piece of paper, and we got together and we drafted players, and then every Monday we would add all the numbers up from looking at the newspaper, getting all the numbers, adding them all.
6. Wait, do you have Edelman?
Yeah.
Does he start him?
No, he doesn't. No. I'll be heated if I start him and then benched him.
Oh yeah, 20.
I'd have the Manning face.
So after school, you gotta check your lineup. If your lineup's not good, you're not going to win the game. Then you just lose your $10.
To make decisions about who's gonna be in my lineup, I own a team with my brother Diego, so I mean we kind of talk about it. We ask each other questions and give each other suggestions about who to start.
I mean, when it comes to fantasy, my decisions usually come from the daily report. I usually ask my friends, which doesn't usually work because they always try cheating, like Jared. But I'm not throwing anyone on the bus. I mean, like go on CBS websites to check who's ranked for every fantasy week.
Are there any other people you can ask?
I mean, like, maybe Senor Castro, like, I heard he's a hella beast at fantasy, even though I've known him for like 1 day. Should I start Deshaun Jackson this week or AJ Green? Either one would work. What about Bobby Rainey or Shane Green? Bobby Rainey, think so? What about Houston defense or Denver defense?
What happened? You got kicked off the team? I did.
I spend like off and on probably 3 hours a day on fantasy, give or take.
Wow.
Dude, you gotta win the money.
I don't spend too much time on it. Probably about 20 or 30 minutes a day. I mean, I still have. Patrick Willis is out for the season.
How do I balance homework with fantasy? Dude, I don't know, but honestly, AP Stats has been helping me a lot with my freaking fantasy.
Aren't you supposed to be working on math?
Alright, so what class is this?
Oh, this is AP Stats, but I like AP Fantasy and football better.
So what kind of stats do you end up looking at?
Football stats?
Football stats.
All we do is, I check the stats all the time. It's like, they said AP statistics, I was like, fantasy statistics. I entered this class looking for AP statistics, but then I met all my friends here, and we just create a fantasy league, AP fantasy football, and I'm just prioritized to make my team the best as possible. I'm ready to take Jordan's spot next week, even though I'm in 9th place. I'm gonna find a way to get the first.
All right, so how do you think you're doing in AP statistics right now?
You know, I might be failing this class with the 69%, but I know I'm going up in the fantasy rankings. I'm ranked 9th, but I was 12th last week, so 3 points up, and whatever I have whatever I have in statistics, 69, it goes 66. Now it doesn't matter. I'm still failing.
So is it safe to say that you care more about your fantasy football team than your class?
Yes, I do care about this fantasy football league more than any of this statistics that I've won.
To be successful in fantasy football, a huge part of it is just luck. Because a lot of it comes down to matchups and just who you're playing every week. So say you do way better than another team, but you can still lose to a team that did better than you, and the other team can still win, even though you did better than them.
They always do this. They always like spike it.
So who don't you want to see win the league?
Probably Jared and Johar.
Definitely Jared and Johar. I want them to lose.
Anyone except for myself.
Zoom in on morning Woodhead.